Hello everyone, welcome to this orientation for the NCLEX Beginners Class 1 in Sajpointe Health. I am Sandra Ajao and I will be taking you on this orientation. I will be educating you on what you need to know to pass through this program, how the daily activities of the class runs, and what is expected of you, the cutoff mark, and everything you need to know to excel. Now let's talk about the beginners class. Just as the name beginners, it is simply equipped for nurses who are just starting to prepare for the NCLEX. The beginners class is the first class of Sajpointe NCLEX Academy, and it is simply for students who needs to improve their scores on Q banks or work on their content areas or simply just starting to prepare for the NCLEX. We focus on key NCLEX content areas in which the NC has been tested you on and is expected to be known by a first level entry nurse in the United States. We have streamlined the topics to these areas. Our program and NCLEX algorithm has proven so far to be effective. We've had students who used other review programs, failed the NCLEX, joined Sajpointe, and passed on their very, very next attempt. Currently we've had over 1,000 NCLEX passes since inception, which was 2019, and daily we record at least an average of 6 to 7 NCLEX passes from our students. So trust me when I say you are in the right place for your USRN success. So Sajpointe NCLEX makes use of the HESI Saunders for the course, and it is concise and straight to the point, which is the main reason why we'll make use of this particular resource material for content review. The HESI Saunders comprises of 9 content modules. Sajpointe has divided this into 2 parts. The first part comprises of the fundamentals of nursing, issues in nursing, developmental stages, maternity, and pharmacology. This is like a bonus because it is done every Friday by me. No one has ever passed through Sajpointe and not had a great experience with pharmacology. If you're having issues with pharm, just know that in Sajpointe it's going to be one class that you always look up to, because you will make it fun filled, will make it easy for you to understand, and streamline it to that key content, that key information that you need to pass your NCLEX. Okay, so now this is the first part of the HESI Saunders. We've split it in half, and we'll be covering this part in the NCLEX in our beginners class 1. Okay, the other part will be covered in your beginners class 2. All right, so moving forward, the other 4 modules in the HESI, as I said, with pharmacology included, as it is a very integral part of the NCLEX, will be covered in beginners class 2. Now, how do you get to beginners class 2? Okay, we only recommend members or students or nurses who meet the cutoff for graduation to move on to the beginners class 2. If you don't meet up the cutoff, we will not be recommending you to move on to the beginners class 2. And it is not just about meeting up with the cutoff, which is 60%. It also has to come with you attempting all the tests on your portal. This is to ensure that you have covered adequately all the areas we need you to cover for the beginners class 1 before you move on to the beginners class 2, because basically this is a content review class, so we want to make sure that you have all the necessary knowledge or content knowledge you need to excel in the NCLEX before you move on to the next. All right, so there's no gap in any areas. Everything you're going to be doing in Sajpointe beginners class 1, or in every class you find yourself in Sajpointe, is centered in your student portal. So you need to create your account. You also need to understand how to navigate the student portal. The tech orientation was done yesterday, and we're able to teach you through the orientation video how to go about navigating your student portal. If you missed this tech orientation, it is fine. You don't have to, fret or anything. You can simply reach out to the tech admin. I'm going to be sharing his number after this orientation video. Every day you have a particular topic to study on the HESI Sundays. You can know the topic for the day to study. You find it on your timetable, and also in the morning in class, you have the class rep let you in on the topic you're to study, where to find it on your HESI Sundays. Okay, so if, for instance, for the day you have safety and infection control to study, you go on your HESI Sundays, study that topic for the entire day. Okay, and once you do that, at the end of the day, we have the class test uploaded to your portal. This is not done in the morning, it's always done at night. And whenever your class test is uploaded on your student portal, the admin in charge of that comes to the class to let you in on it, to inform you your tests have been uploaded on your student portal. You can now go and attempt it. It is at this time you now go to your student portal to attempt your test. Okay, it is very important you take your test after you have studied the topic for the day so that you can get a good score. All right, because we're basically testing you on the content knowledge for that topic. Okay, so it is important you study the topic for the day before you attempt your test. Now, there are always questions as, what if I am unable to take the test that day? Maybe I am at work, or I am busy, or haven't read the topic for the day. Yeah, good and fine. That is why we have the QBank incorporated in the student portal. You can actually have this done at any time you want to do it. Okay, if you're not chance to do it today, you can have it done tomorrow, you can have it done next tomorrow, next week. But ensure, whatever you do, ensure that you have all these tests done before the end of the batch. You have 1 month for this class batch. So that test, all your tests have to be done before the end of the batch. If not, it is going to be scored as 0. And also, you want to be careful on the number of tests you are leaving undone. Okay, so you don't pile them up, because the more you leave them undone, it becomes piled up. You have like 8 undone tests, 9 tests not done yet. When it becomes so many as that, it becomes impossible for you to finish. You always try to set a target. So now I'm going to jump into what your daily class activities look like. Now, for the week, let's start with the week. You are entitled to 5 lectures weekly. Okay, and these 5 lectures are Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday. The class on Wednesday and Sunday is going to take place in the Beginners Class 1. The class on Friday will take place in the Famnon class. The 2 classes on Saturday will take place in the EKG Dissect class and the Famnon class. All right, so in total, we have 5 classes. Ensure you join the 5 links that was sent to you by the admission tech when you registered for the Beginners Class 1. This is very important. All right, and if you have any issues with admissions, please reach out to the admission tech who got to you for registration. So, as part of the daily class activities, we have the Ask Sajpointe. Ask Sajpointe is simply about you asking us questions on the topic for the day. Say you're studying the HESI Sundays and you come across something you're not clear with. You simply come to class and you ask the question, and we are here as instructors to help you answer those questions and help you find your way to clarify things that you don't understand and give you a better explanation to, enhance your performance. All right, we'll always be there for you. We'll always be available for you to answer those questions. All right, so we also have the daily NCLEX feeds. So now this daily NCLEX feeds are simply to guide you on key areas you need to focus on. We do this by sending out like NCLEX feeds, which we call them. Those are like key points to note while you are studying the HESI Sundays. We understand that there's just a whole lot of information. It is important to know them, but they're also very key things you have to take note of while you study. We'll be there to pinpoint these things in the form of NCLEX feeds. We do this on 2-hourly interval while you study for the day. So every 2 hours on the days you'll be seeing NCLEX key points. We call them the NCLEX feeds. You see the key points being shared in class by the admin or instructor in charge. All right, so this is how the class days activity would go. You have the daily NCLEX feeds. You have the Ask Sajpointe where you come to class to ask us questions that you don't understand while you're studying the HESI Sundays. And also, if it's a day for lecture, you have your lecture in the class that it is supposed to, take place at. So please take note of these things. All right. Also, you should know that in Sajpointe, excellence is our watchword, okay? And we always want to reward this excellence. At the end of each batch, we award scholarships to students with the highest scores, okay? So this could be a source of motivation to some of us here to know that we want you all to work diligently during the course of this program. Now, I'm going to go over the HESI Sundays with you, how you log into the HESI Sundays. So now to log into the HESI Sundays, you go on the website evolve.lcvier.com. You see that? evolve.lcvier.com. You click on that to see this. It's going to say sign in. You click on sign in, and when you click on sign in, you type in the username as health. All right, you see that it says HES Health 2. All right, that is the username that you are going to be using for Sajpointe. You click on continue and you type in the password. The password is Sajpointe 500. You should note that this is very case sensitive. The Sajpointe, S is in capital letter. If you don't type S in capital letter, it's not going to give you access. So I'm going to type it in and show my S is in capital letter. Okay. Then Sajpointe 500. Good. So you click on sign in. Once you do that, it takes you in here. So you can see my Evolve. You can see all this. So it's a lot of information here. What you simply would do is to go to, you scroll down when you go to my other products. Okay. You click on this and you see this. You see my other product. So after you get on here, you simply click on this and it takes you right here. I'm going to zoom in so you see better. Now you're going to see under the course content, you're going to see client needs, content area, concepts. Please, for this class, you'll be going to content area, which is the second one. The second one is content area. That's where you're going to be going to. I'm going to click on content area now. And it takes us right here. You see that? So you see we have the content module 1, 2, 3, 4 till 9. We're going to, for this class, as I said, at the start of this orientation, we'll be dealing with the first 4. So according to whatever is on your timetable, like for the first day, you'll be having module 1. So I click on module 1 here. Then the first one, which is going to be stated on your timetable, the first day is always safety and infection control. You click on safety and infection control. And you see it takes you there. Okay. Once you see this, you click on open here. And here we are. Okay. So this is how you go about accessing your HESI Sundays for study every day. So depending on the topic you have on your timetable, that will determine how you access or where you go to today as HESI Sundays for study. Ensure that you check what you have on the day on your timetable, or also check the class, because the class representative would always come to class in the morning to tell you the topic you have for study for the day. Or if you're having a lecture on Wednesday, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the class representative will be there to inform you. Or if there's going to be a bonus lecture maybe on a Tuesday, we'll let you know beforehand. So this is simply how you access your HESI Saunders. Remember, as I said, every day you're to start with study on your HESI Saunders. With this login information, we're also going to share the login information in class. You start with this login information, log into your HESI Saunders, study the content for the day, and at the end of the day, your test is going to be uploaded on your portal. And once this is done, you're going to have the Sajpointe admin come to inform you in class to go take your test. So once you're informed in class, you go back to your student portal, log into your student portal with your own student login, please, not the login to the HESI Saunders. The HESI Saunders is different from your student portal. Those are two different resources. You have the HESI Saunders, which you use to study your content, and you have your student portal where you go to attempt your test. All right, so the login detail for the HESI Saunders is different from that of your student portal. Your student portal, during your tech orientation, you were taught how to access, how to create an account. If you haven't done this, please create your account, reach out to the tech admin, create your student account, and go ahead to have it activated. All right, so during the day, you study on the HESI Saunders. In the evening, you have your test uploaded on your portal for you to attempt. Go on there and attempt your test on your student portal. The HESI is for study. The student portal is for you to take your test and also to download your class notes, to check out the NCLEX library we have there and every other thing. And on WhatsApp is where you have your lectures. And your lectures, as I said before, are on Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. 2 lectures on Saturday, 1 lecture on Sunday, which is in your beginners class 1, another one on Friday, which is in the afternoon class, and another one on Wednesday, which is in your beginners class 1. All right, so if you have any questions, do drop it in your class. We're going to have the class admin, class representative, or any other instructor attend to your questions. And I wish you a very, very productive stay in Sajpointe, and do know that you've come to the place where we only have winners. We only record successes on our NCLEX, and you are with the right team. Wish you all the best. Once again, I am Sandra Ajao.